There were bunnies that were jumping on a trampoline, and I just learned that they weren't real. If a bot can inhabit an unknowing rabbit, it might manufacture the way you made me feel. How do I know that the sky's really sunny? Sometimes it feels like your love is as real as an unknowing bunny. There's a woman who was talking on my TV screen, and I just learned she doesn't exist. Her heart was created, her voice generated, her soul hasn't lived, and her lips have not been kissed. How do I know that the sky's really sunny? Now you can change how it looks with the wave of your hand and a fuck ton of money. Am I just an unknowing bunny? Am I just an unknowing bunny? Hopping along, bouncing away, while the clouds are crying. But we cover their tears with a bright sunny day and forget we're lying. So forget about pain, forget how to try, forget how the rain used to dance with the sky, till you no longer care how the hair of a head used to feel. 'Cause your mind's made of lead and your heart's made of steel. There were bunnies that were jumping on a trampoline, and I just learned that they weren't real. A little ink between my shoulder and my jaw. Pour out a drink and sip it through a plastic straw. Sink all my teeth into $1 million mold and have my name spelled out in gold.
Chat, the insomnia struck again.
Show a little skin. Tear all my clothes and patch 'em up with safety boots.
Oh, it's certainly struck again. Legitimately, it struck hard enough. I've not slept at all. And it's to the point where I was considering starting the stream 3 hours ago. Just to give myself some energy. But I lasted. What? Wait, what do you mean, Big Eye? Hi Lime, hi Cleo, hi Kaz, hi Polka. I know Key's lurking somewhere. Honestly, you lot can probably hear it. I know you lot are, I say you lot, I know viewers tend to be a bit more observant than people expect, so you lot can probably hear the insomnia in my voice, if I'm entirely honest. Enjoy your lurk, Lime. I need to start loading up the game. While I load up the game... Rogue Trader, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? Warhammer, present yourself so I can fucking load the game, please. There you are. What was I saying? I've already forgotten somehow. Anyway, so a couple things. For those of you who maybe haven't been paying attention to the server that much today, or this morning I suppose, I accidentally sliced my finger open. Now, it's not to the point where it's going to cause issues for me playing, or just doing anything. Admittedly, it's on an awkward position, and it's bleeding again. Why is it bleeding again? It's not in an awkward position. It's not... It's in a bit of an awkward position. It's on the, my index finger, the first knuckle... No. The second knuckle of my index finger. Not the, like, actual knuckle, but, like, the first bend in the finger itself, if that makes sense. And it's just on the underside of that, and it's in a bit of an awkward place. But it doesn't hurt that much. And honestly, it's already like a quarter of the size of when it first opened. The second... No, the second knuckle of the index finger. Point is, it's not really an issue. It's been a few hours since I sliced it open, and it's basically already half healed. Like, it is legitimately already half the size of what it was when it first happened, when I first cut it open. I mean, it's not fully healed, but like, at worst, it just stings a bit whenever I bend my index finger. And that's not like remotely... compared to the sleep deprivation happening currently, fucking nothing. Like, legitimately nothing. To add to it, however, I do not just have a sliced open finger. I say sliced open. It's currently scabbed over. Anyway, I don't just have an injury to my finger. I'm also sipping at some cold brew coffee. Like full on ice cubes, coffee, caramel. I think it's a caramel latte cold brew with milk in it as well. Like, I haven't had it in a hot minute, and I've been enjoying it so much. Let me... But... to... Am I forgetting something? Chat, am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I don't know what. How are you lot? There we go. How you lot been? I didn't get to ask yesterday because apparently taking a nap decided to drag my bones into the ground. How have you lot been? Also, Cleo, I saw that message of you not wondering. Not wondering? What? Of you wondering when you had the first scale? I'm pretty sure you picked up the first scale when I was playing Celeste, and you had you saw someone else do it and then grabbed it yourself. Beat the map, hands-free organic. Ooh, there's another map in that little map I could sit in my house. What? That's okay. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. That's a name and a half. It will give full warning. I don't know how long today's gonna be. The names of the maps and technical difficulty are so stupid, I swear. I don't, fair warning for everyone, I don't know how long today's stream is gonna be. It might be 2 hours, it might be 8, I don't fucking know. My brain is just a little bit wishy-washy. I don't know if we're even gonna be playing Rogue Trader for all of today. Hopefully we will. Hopefully my brain can stick to the game well enough that we'll end up doing Rogue Trader for all of today. If not, we'll probably go do some roguelikes since I didn't manage to do them yesterday. But hopefully it's Rogue Trader for most of the day. But I also want to show everyone on stream I have been getting... Michi's been helping me with something. For those of you who don't know who Michi is the model artist. The art that you currently see on the screen was made by Michi Mustra. She's just amazing. And I love her. And her art is gorgeous. And she's honestly an amazing friend. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because... Where is it? In here? It'd be in here. She decided to help me. So she's helped me learn art and whatnot. And not yesterday, the day before, Thursday, there's another one named Lab Grown Huge Cushion Lint. What? Huh? That's insane. But Michi's been helping me learn art and stuff, and let's make this a bit bigger. To start me off, on Thursday she helped me. She took me through the process of how she does pupils and stuff. And I've just been practicing in my own time with the insomnia and whatnot. I did one yesterday. Yesterday morning. Because I hadn't slept properly then either. No, I did sleep, but I woke up at 5 AM. But I tried it. Didn't turn out as well as the one I did with her. It was a bit funky. I don't particularly care about showing that one off. However, I did this one. I did one this morning. Look at this thing. This is, I know to a lot of people, this is gonna be extremely basic, and it is legitimately just a pupil. But to me, this is huge. This shows me that, yeah, if I've got a friend and stuff, if I've got someone who is willing to help me with techniques and whatnot, that I will, I did this this morning like a half hour or something. I forget exactly how long it took me. It was probably longer than a half hour. But I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I just wanted to show that off. I'm working on the art, and eventually maybe we'll have a bunch of art. When I feel confident enough, I'll probably start doing art on stream and just doing practice and whatnot. However, my ears are a bit occupied at the moment. Today is not art. Today, we are playing a game. There we go. Today we are continuing Rogue Trader. Also, before I forget, no, not that one. Did that one? That one. So, okay. I find this weird. I find this uber weird. You lot can see the chat moving, right? The chat and my most recent's moving. The weirdest part about that to me, I'm currently pressing the button that moves the avatar from bottom to top. That's not showing up for you lot right now. I have to take myself out of studio mode and then hit it for you lot to see it. It's like, what? OBS, why are you this weird? Whoops, whoops, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Anyway, let us continue. Oh, whoa, whoa. Huh. I didn't know it did this. That's an autosave. Stream file. We go to this one. Boop. Back to the game we go. So, I mean, going off of that description, we went and got, if I remember correctly, we went and got a navigator. I think that's what they're called. So now we can actually go through the void and whatnot, I believe, if we want to. But we also have other stuff to do in the system still. I think, if I remember correctly, we need to find a certain person. I forget what their name is. And we also need to recruit more crew. Which one, where we're gonna do those, I've got no clue just yet. So let's see if we can figure this out. Let's just double check what we've got at the moment. Blade charge. That is quest item. Oh, you okay, Cleo? What are you going whoa about? Oh yeah. Yeah, they do that. I don't know why they do that. Also, something I just noticed. Holy willpower! I knew I'd buffed my willpower quite a bit, but bloody hell. Look at that. Just uber pumped willpower, apparently. That's crazy to me, but you know what? Whatever. Now, I don't believe... Does this go anywhere? It does, but like not to an interactable. That's a ladder that I also don't think is interactable. There's surprisingly little interactable in here, huh? Okay, let's get us on the Kronos Expanse map, which I believe is our world map. If I remember correctly. Let us see. It is indeed. So we've got whatever this is, the prison planetoid. New blood, machine spirit keeper. Scan is required. Thunderfang. Let's go to Majoris. Rykard Majoris. Begin scan. Dead world? What? Why is it Majoris then? If it's a mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Standard Template construct, this small industrial complex can be deployed in practically any world, however inhospitable. The Surf Clan assigned to it will devote itself to the maintenance of its sacred mechanisms and the extraction of resources needed by the rogue trader. Oh, so because it's a dead world, I could just take whatever if I wanted to. Yeah. Oh! Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Victus pauses as if listening to something. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wassarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Thank you. I've already forgotten her name. Oh no. Vildis. I think her name was Vildis. Today's gonna be a funky day, ain't it? I can already tell. You don't remember the names very well. No worries, I'm about the same as well. Abelard, the everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Avrilla Vent. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you've already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avrilla Vent, requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silently, and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. One meh. Also meh. Honestly, I do prefer two here. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that the drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sourback, who's standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wassarian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. I mean, the ship is massive, so... Thank you for the contribution, Cleo. Why does Wassarian come into all this? I shall explain, Abelard in tones grimly. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done in this ship. One of the pillars of that system is that rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course when I have received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valencius will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wassarian. Oh, he's Wassarian. Wait, where the... Abelard is Wassarian. Oh. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors, it has driven the people to the brink, Vent says bitterly. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and to crush the strike with maximum force. Master at Arms. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Venn, I respect the chain of command and realize it's not within my right to challenge my superiors. Sourback bows her head in Abelard's direction. However, a moment later, a serpentine smile appears on her lips. That being said, while I entirely share Master Viserion's opinion of what fate Deep of War deserves, must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Mistress Sourback, I see you've decided to follow the Lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does you no credit. Oh, these kind of arguments always bug me, but kind of have to deal with it here, don't we? Sourback, explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to ships and forces. Yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Viserian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your ladyship's servants. Today an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master at Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these actions. Yeah. Would you say the Seneschal has a single draw from your peers in any way? Lord Captain, I swear that Seneschal Viserion has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, never facilitated promotions. Although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him, and while not all of my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure that they continue to strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them, and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it, that is my duty as Seneschal. The ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now is my student at one point. I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and hers today. I've only myself to blame, I suppose. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general labourers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served as specialised systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides given succor to cultists and minions of the arch enemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rot-gut brewing. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighbouring sectors. Abelard, what's your say? I see no need to add anything. I acted with the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your proctorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions with yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower deck to stop the assault unit and speak directly to the people. You will see that you will see they are not lying or harbouring heretics. That way, you'll stop the uprising before it begins. Let us start. I'm pretty sure I already asked this. Enough. Honestly, yeah, this middle one. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. I thank you for your support. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. We really do. I don't. Considering how new At least with that specific option. The third option, I don't care for at all because it's just too ruthless for no reason. And the first option is too trustworthy for no reason. We do not know Abelard's method of conduct at this point. And while he has proven himself in a matter of trustworthiness, of keeping us as the rogue trader alive and safe, verifying his actions to verify his methods would be like probably the smartest decision in this point, simply because of the fact that we don't know his methods. We've been rogue trader for what, a week? However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers weren't able to handle the situation, which then led to you and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider my duty to go to depot for myself and see the expedient resolution of this incident. Okay then. Just the two of us for now. There's no point in adding all five. Medium armor reduces the dodge chance of square by 25%, while heavy armor reduces by 50%. Wear light armor if you want to be able to dodge enemy attacks. I feel like I might have screwed myself slightly here, but... Greetings, your graces. Let's pray nothing happens, yeah. Swassarian, take... What the fuck did they throw at him? Abelard reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and wariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower decks has been a cause for concern, and I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them, you're akin to a creature of legend, one who stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less. Whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order docking rations or lowering a base heating. Let's keep moving. Okay. Something resembling a nest made out of thermal insulation material. This must be where the workers sleep between shifts. Now what is over here? I am very... What is that? Frenzy? Why is that frenzy? Also, a container can be seen beyond the massive bars. Perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to reach it. How the fuck do you want me to examine the pipe? Also, this person being under whatever frenzy is concerning. Oh, these lot are all under frenzy. Methinks I'm not technically supposed to be here yet, or at least I wasn't supposed to go this way yet. That's just a pit. Yeah, that's just a pit, okay. Mm. Huge pipes, the arteries of the ship, run through many bays, delivering air, water, heat, and the propulsive system of the ship. Is that it? Did I say? Propulsive force of steam. I'm very dumb. I didn't read that fully. Oh, there's the vent. The sounds of a heated discussion. Hang on. Let's do this. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avril Levent of the Ships and Forces is barring the path of her superior, Master at Arms Yocasta Stauerback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expression and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has now reached a boiling point. You two were literally just in the fucking bridge. What are you doing here? Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I've given you an order. Now get out of my way. I cannot comply with the order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. Only 3 people are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears, Avalon mutters in crabby approval. He does not clarify what he means of Vent. Stauerback looming over her, or both. Your ladyship, noticing you? The 2 officers snap to attention and salute. Their subordinates following suit a moment later. What the fuck would be the point? If we came down here, what the fuck would be the point? Okay, what's the situation? Your ladyship, my people have looked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant? I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? Ravel is on the verge of mutiny. Yeah, it'd be like, what? It's just like, I have come down here under the veil of helping you. Now die. Yeah, that. To be fair, that sounds like something Warhammer would have as a story. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads, and you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. I want to speak to the strikers. Abelard's mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in Lieutenant Vent's eyes. That's a lot of them. Oh. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Rivet. A whisper passes through the crowd and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Tell me what is troubling you. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your ladyship. This is a tall, thin man in worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. Why did I... Okay. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know if that came through on stream, but I pressed my Discord mute instead of my stream mute. That sneeze? Great! Shut up, Rivet, snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes on you. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Your dampened forces are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for the batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to hold base for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. The old woman spits on the floor and rubs at the spittle with the toe of her worn-out shoe. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up midships, and has no fellow feeling toward us. The grim man with a scarred face throws up his arms. Your ladyship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is acting to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate chaos worshippers hiding in this sector. Specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Abelard frowns, clearly disgruntled at having to explain himself in the worker's presence. Nevertheless, I'm certain that our actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores, they're the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Cultist amulet? What's that? The Gugar they found in the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing the investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. They have no new faces around. Definitely not, and if it were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. When that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with, nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine. I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine. And there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. You don't need it unless around here. We all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo murder, the same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your ladyship, we are people of faith. What changes do you want? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain herself is asking us Bildrats what we want. Well, here's what. I want you to rein in your damned enforcers to quit turning off the heat and stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here and we want to be armed. No. Give us arms and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if these cultists do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of these club-wielding folks can only improve things around here. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insist on enforcing the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbour out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who rob the cultist bodies and we'll talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the anointed one turns her back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before. All because we dared to speak out. The tall worker's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few fake noises of approval. Legitimately, this is probably just the best option. The fact that it's guaranteed for me as well. Yeah, this one. Cohesion test succeeded. The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the old one. Old man, listen. Listen! Lord Captain herself has come down to us as offering concessions, and I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crow. Listen to us, old man. The three clans of Depot 4 auto attackers are one. We made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband or so give us weapons. We don't need any of that. The old woman hisses in dissatisfaction. You two would gang up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against two clan leaders on my own. You want to make peace with the enforcers? Make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic. Well, Captain, we're all agreed. And it's decided. Persecution will stop, and I'll expect you to assist in locating any remaining apocalypse or weapons left by the cultists. We should thank you. Not abandon us lower deck as you came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your leadership. We'll run any nasty business faster than the enforcers and will leave no stone unturned.
Is there money to be made?
Random voice line. Hi. I'll be honest, I'm still concerned about over here.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Hey, examine pipe, examine pipe, examine pipe. What the fuck do you want me to do by examine pipe? I press the examine button, and it just doesn't fucking tell me what. Fuck you. Oops. I wonder if the frenzy is just like a side effect of like overwork or something. Hi, Curry. What is this? Inside the box, a string of scratched letters runs along the edge. Different first names, but the same surname. It looks like this box has been passed down in the family from generation to generation. Oh. How you been, Curry? Oh. What is happening? Stopping unexpectedly, Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit to stand at a distance and addresses your other companions, saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. No one is here, Abelard. What the fuck? No one is here. Abelard looks at you and his last vestiges of restraint vanish. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You count out the disloyal rabble. You believe their lies and show them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valencia's Proctorate? Let's talk about your role in all this instead. I would have handled the situation myself if you did not decide to intervene. Remember Lord Captain Theodora? Do you think she ever set one slippered foot in the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers, while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Proctorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. Okay, all of these are kind of valid. But I also just don't really... See, my initial impression, my initial thought is, like, before I even got these options, and I was reading this out loud, I was thinking, I am not Theodora. I am not going to act like Theodora. Theodora is dead. And one, yeah, as you said clear, it's like, it's a clapback, But it also fits with what I was thinking in the first place. It's just... Yeah, fuck it, number 1. Abelard looks at you stunned and exhales loudly. Then he nods curtly. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And Abelard stands straight at attention. I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. Abelard speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The property of the Von Valencia's Proctor is not just empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds a sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on a flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire Proctor rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly without fear of appearing weak. All of this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago, and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Ooh. I'm glad you're doing okay, Curry. Make sure you look after yourself, okay? Honestly, this. Yeah, 2. Abelard solemnly inclined. I didn't fucking read. Hang on, okay, there we go. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in a new world. A world where Theodora is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Abelard solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking you of interest. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please let us leave at lower decks. If a rogue trader desires to stretch her legs, there are far more suitable places. Hoppa! Leaving time. Bonk. I don't care. Hi, Flame. How's Antara's stream going? Why are you what? Collect me? Huh? Why are you collecting me? I'm concerned. Oh, he's in BRB. I assume he's getting like a food break or something. He just tends to do that. telling one of the scales, like, what are the scales, right? That's Michi. If you hang on, let me grab her V-gen real quick. What the fuck? Why did it? That is not remotely where I was trying to go. Opera, could you work for me, please? Okay, here we go. Boop, 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 and boop. That's who made me. She's also... Michi is also being really uber kind. Ow, my ears. Why is Discord so loud? Hang on. I'm turning this down. No, not that one. That's a general settings page. Discord, half volume, please. Stop fucking ripping my ears out whenever I get a ping, please. Right. The thing I wanted to do... We're just gonna go back here for a half moment. Not going anywhere. Just want to show this off. Flame, Michi is the one who made me, but also she's helping me learn art. What the fuck just happened there? And gave me the tools to make this. And it's really simple. And it's really, like, stupidly, dumbly simple of just being a pupil and whatnot. But, like... Ah! I love it. I love it so much. Why is my... Okay, it feels like my flat has just jumped like 5 degrees or something. Oh, I adore the hair as well. I did not mute myself. I'm literally looking at the thing going up and down key. I did not mute myself. Whoops. The cackle, the witch cackle came out for a moment. What was the fuck was I doing? My brain. What the fuck was I saying? But yeah, no, the art is incredible. Like, Michi is such a good artist, and I'm so happy that she's willing to help me try and figure out my own stuff as well. And I love it to bits. She's amazing. Anyway, we should go back to the game. Oh. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh. Okay, I'll down the rest of my cold brew coffee. Yeah, fuck it. I'll not refill it just yet. Can you tell I'm a tad sleep deprived? I know I'm generally this random anyway, but I feel like I'm just a bit more insane today. Okay. What were we doing? We got interrupted by the... Right, we were going to this planet, I believe. Whatever the fuck this is, whatever the fuck this place is. Begin scan. Ricadiphilia. Wow. The prison planetoid. Yeah, let's take all of them. Because I have no idea what the fuck's going on in this one. I do apologize for making you lot endure this insanity of mine. Oh, I shall wait for ads to finish. Before I do anything, I shall wait for ads to finish. I will do some looting though. I say some looting, that's like all the looting we can do. Okay, can I turn that off? I very much would love to turn that off if I can. Controls. Turn that off. Bye-bye. Boop. Oh, that's so much nicer. I can actually move the mouse with no issue. Yay. I just kind of look at inventory stuff. Why is her skin so much paler in this, but like they haven't even tried here? That's just... wow. Yeah, then you've got the helmet on, so you can't really see that. Adira is basically her. I feel like these cheeks are a bit too cheeky, if that makes any kind of sense. And then Abelard looks fine, just got a helmet on. Anyway. Is there not a way to hide that? Oops. Seems like no. What is the Corpus Valentius? Oh, that's the Wikipedia formation. Let's say put you there, put then that there. Well, I honestly no, put you up front, Abelard up front, you there. And then there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm fine with that. George can't life much. The penis. Cleo! 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 Can you tell that I might... Can you tell that this stream might either be very chaotic or very short?
Nothing escapes my sight.
Oh. Hi, Trap. Talk to the pilot. How are you? Wait, how would one? What? How are you covered in goo from one drop of syrup curry? What did you do? Go rolling in it? Tyler Well, the pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. Use the one drop of serum? Serum! Curry, what are you implanting into yourself? Don't become a super mutant. This is not Fallout. Super mutants are not good. I'm pretty sure if you tried to become a super mutant, you'd die. What happened to you? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it is being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagon Casteglia. He has allied himself with a rabble that he himself is supposed to watch and declared Rakadi Philia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Evane Winterscale or Evane? I'll go with Evane for now. Evane Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She did details, enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally so he could put an end to his lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead and haven't been contact them over Vox for a very long time now. Evane. Ablad mutters, stroking his beard. You don't have a beard! What the fuck are you on about? That's stubble at best. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Evane Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Europe 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The Great Regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened in this terrible, malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. Warden himself is spearheading this riot? Don't mind Key, his mind is just a tad dirty. And he is very unwilling to take it anywhere else. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Casteglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house, and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Rakadi Philia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of standing gravel? What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? He sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Casteglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Evane's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. She smiles faintly. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Cassia frowns in confusion. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Orcelio. So why did the noble Evane rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? Looking for a man by the name of Heinrich for... bloody hell. I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrich van Kalox. He is here, perhaps? Unless one of the prisoners of guards, it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Anything else? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your ladyship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Excuse yourself, pilot. Your ladyship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't have dared to trouble you with a personal matter about the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykad Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there. Communications officer by the name of Jasper. Not been to Rykad Minoris and know nothing of this. I know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your ladyship. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. But let us go. Hooray! This corpus has been vacant for a long time. There's a layer of dust on every surface. Anything else for us to do? No? Let me open a door. Welcome back, Lime. To the barracks. These bloody yawns are very annoying. Oh, look at that.
Idira, is there something you wish to tell me about? Namely, the mess in the wardroom last week.
Argenta, what the fuck?
Ugh, stop blaming me every time one of the
Argenta,
officers flies off the
what the
handle, old man.
fuck?
Not every brawl or disaster on this ship is because of me.
You stupid fucking... Why would you do that, Argenta? A long string of names extends beneath the heading top quarry workers of the cycle. The remains of a meal, one far too lavish for even a hive world, let alone a prison colony. Don't! Why the fuck do you bitches keep walking over the traps that you have seen? Prison diary, I'm good. Scraps of typical prison food repulsive to the senses. Venerable Optimates, the best among us. The list is faded and the names are barely legible. Okay. What is happening? Oh. High combat, prisoner, okay. Get lightning! Oh, okay, hi. Bunch of them in there.
Let's get to it.
What are you doing?
Such is the will of chaos.
It's a lot of that health. Okay, so we have voice of command, bring it down, little stair. That barely touches her health. Let's do that on Quadira. And then bring it down as well. AP, so I kinda have to. Let's just get rid of you. Psychic Shriek, goodbye. Shift 4 onto. Okay, and that. Let's get Cassia over here. End that turn. Magenta, hello. What is she? What is this? Hit. Ooh, look at that. It seems like that one is like the strongest at the moment. Most of these only have 8 health. This grenadier, that grenadier is a bit of a concern. Can I? No line of sight. Okay. Burn! A blood. You have that. Charge! Fuck you. How did you fucking avoid that?
Victory is imminent.
What? I call bullshit. I call such bullshit. You endure, and then end turn.
Bring ruin.
Yes, yes, yes. Ruin, ruin, ruin. No one cares. If I go there, could I then... No line of sight. I will move Adira here then for now. Can I? No line of sight, no line of sight. Let's just do... Boop. And turn. Come on, come on, get in line.
On in, Magda. Show me what you've got.
Get parried, bitch, and run away. Yes, yes, indeed, run away. Oh, little stair. just give us voice of command again. I say again. We need to get Cassia something better. I say better, more... I don't know, having only lidless stare is a bit concerning. I think we could get another... I think we have another electric staff in storage though. Someone remind me next time we're back on the ship to have a look to see if we can give Cassia another an electric staff so she has that chain lightning. Also, hi, Aaron. Okay. In turn. Argenta. Let's move you there. And honestly, just wait. It'll be a lot better once we've got people in sight.
Out of my way.
Perfect. Now we can just do a little bit of lightning. Haha. Get sparked, bitch. I should have moved first, methinks. Avalon can't really do much. Shriek the prisoner! And turn. I'm fucking sorry, what? You could do what? Ow.
I am
do
a
this.
navigator, not a
Do this,
servitor.
do this. Yes, slime. Schmick. You're too adorable sometimes, Lion. Lidless would hit everything. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Agenta! Kill. Over!
When the faithful
All
are
dead.
idle,
Hooray!
heresy grows.
Well, that's a lot of knives. What is this? Force grenade. Stop revolver. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, everyone healed. Nice. Everyone healed. Nice. Ooh, inspect the poster. I need to grab that at some point. Inspect. Oh, what have we found? We found a cache. Ooh. 1 to 18 damage. Fucking hell. What is this? These cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. Inside are traces of blood and excrement. Oh no. Oh no. Diary stuff. I don't care about that, honestly. Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them, it would not take much for them to fall. That's just mean. The beds here are bolted to the floor. Some have been torn bed sheets and even tattered pillows.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, Warhammer, why are you so...
I can see
so,
the agitation and fear of the servants beside me. But you, how do you manage to drown out their colors with mere words? Their dark hues dissolve immediately, and humility sets in.
I have always desired only respect, not fear. It is good to know that my efforts have not been in vain.
This is...
Thank you. for telling me.
This is... Severed human body parts. Yeah. Chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. I hope you lot are taking that gore warning. I say gore. I don't actually know what's I know Twitch has warnings on this. I know Twitch has warnings for this game. I hope you lot are taking those warnings seriously. Please take them seriously. Judging by the number of hard morsels, dozens of victims were slain here. Oh, yeah. Few moments. Okay. Sorry about that. Oopsies. Yes! Door unlocked. Indeed. Just tech use. Oh. What the... My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. Please don't tell us it's another fight. Yes, dear brethren. Have a taste of my steel. What the fuck is happening? Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Okay. Thank the throne. Normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon, holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak. Why am I sneezing? Oh no, I sneezed right into the cut on my finger. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, well, this is a welcome change, talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, a look at this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medna, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscape. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic. A novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. Although one's speech is mottled with colours that conceal his true darker hues, this old man has a long history of lies, and he's using his wiles on us as well, but I see no foul corruption or an ill intent in his words. I'm young. fair warning, that lurk and be a viewer is meant for like if you don't really want to be acknowledged by me and just want to vibe and chat. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. I saw your tongue talking about the heretic. But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honourable Master Casteglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, I punched the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit it with teeth punching, the warden forbade them. Instead, the overseers started counting which prisoners would dig up more things in the quarry, or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. And if someone on the list also showed good behaviour, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Or that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really start to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week, and now we were lucky if it was only 50. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Casteglia moved out of Okay, I should maybe not push my throat like that. Anyway, and that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Casteglia moved out of his his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome. Fucking words, please work. My brain is always fried at this point. It's just existence. Hang on a moment. Okay. Sleep deprivation. Basically. Other than that, though, no. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the ultimates are saints who will behold the truth. And he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them, more beasts than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them, and that's the whole sob story of it. I knew from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Idira nods knowingly. The old codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She noted your look and catches herself. I mean that with all due respect, your ladyship. No offense intended. Having the bunch of them comment on this is really cute. I like this. A surprising amount. Freaky yawning. Very well. Spared. Oh, that's great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness. Where was I? If you're ever on the football station, there's this district there. There's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus? I'm gonna go with Hieronymus. Wasted no time finding and burning them all. Think of an old man getting distracted. So, football. The Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Reza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backfall says hello. You'll be her favourite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness, we'll be going now if you don't mind. mean, I own a class, why not? Thanks. We're most grateful, you nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Boop. Hurrah! Oh, nice. He bows as well. That's really cute. How's your day been, man? Whoopsies. Crystal. Nothing else on there? Oh, but there is this.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
We got an egg. Honestly, though, don't really care. To the main level. Hurrah! Oh, hey, Zon's streaming. Nice. If any of you nip over to Zon, tell her I said hi. Also, tell her to poke box for me. Look up. But where the fuck
Rise
have
to
we
the
go?
top, or
Can I
get
zoom
left
out,
in the dust.
please, game? Well, not, I guess. Weirdness. Let's go get this gate open real quick. What?
I always get the job done.
Build bridge. Hey. Now, what is in this warden's office? This is curious. And chunky, it seems. When the wearer uses Endure, they immediately move on to the effects. Ooh, wait, hang on. That's really good for Adalef, I'm pretty sure, because he has Endure. Bow hammer? Yeah, we're taking that. Okay. Inventory. We go here real quick. Oh, we're on the wrong section. That would explain that. That's Bowhammer right there. Stop revolver. Deadshot stop revolver. I didn't. When did I get this? I don't remember, but we'll put that on there. And then we'll give you... But well, then we'll give us Bowhammer. Rending shotgun. Do, 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 do. Okay, actually, hang on. I will be right back. I'm gonna go very quickly, just grab a... I'm gonna go quickly, just sort out iced coffee again. Be right... Let me... We do that. Do this, and then boop. And then that bugs me because that's not completely on center. Boop. Okay, be right back. And we're back. Doobie doobie doo. Do that. And doobie doobie doo. Oh. Oh. My exhaustion is getting to me a tad. Is chat working, by the way? Someone just say something random real quick. Oh. Thank you, Lime and Cleo. For some reason, my brain thought it froze on me. But thank you too. Okay, you realize that's gonna do... Mian, you've tried that like 20 times at this point. Okay, what were we doing? We were double checking stuff. Wait, could this? It can. Ooh. Ooh. What's this? Whoopsies goggle. Okay, well, first off, those should just be on you. Let's replace this staff, but then let's also go to Cassia and give her... She can't have that staff. I thought she was technically a psycho. What? And what is she supposed to use? Like, she has a staff. But beyond that staff, what is she supposed to use? Like, I thought she was a psycho. Hang on, character... feature... Archetypes... What are you saying and about me on? Also, Cleo, no, don't call me dear streamer like that. You're gonna make me just... You're gonna... Whoops, I hit the mic. Whoopsies. I don't think I'm anyone's dear anything, sadly. Did I not? No, I leveled her. Oh, well, no, she had leveled already, didn't she? I forget. And anyway. She doesn't have much at all, huh? Finest hour. Lasting impression. Blood augury. Yeah, okay. Odd. Duh. But oh well. Not where I meant to go. Very quickly just... Armored body glove. Why the fuck would you want this? What's the point? That's just... That feels like you're just trying to hurt someone. Purposefully. What is this? Mantle of Heroism. Uses Endure. Let's just do that for now. And then he had a Cape Rogue Traders. Yes. But honestly, just do this for now. Tactical goggles. Yes. Why not? And let's give these gloves to Cassia. There we go. These I don't care about. Weapon-wise, I don't think she's meant to have melee. But probably should give her one just as a backup. Let's get you a better weapon than that fucking auto pistol. You can have that. Yep, okay. Okay, we should be fine to go for now. Let's open this up. And don't care, so we shall leave again. Hurrah! Don't worry, next week's gonna be like a real mix-up, probably.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Why are we going down here? Game, follow character, please. Oh, because there's literally an elevator like right here. The dead guard did not even have time to draw a weapon. The attack must have come as a surprise. A corpse in a uniform decorated with a winter scale coat of arms. To the open pit. Down we go. Very nearly spilled some of the coffee and I just caught it in my lips because I'm weird like that apparently. What is this? The accretions on the outside of the structure indicate some regularly occurring natural phenomenon, possibly poison gas emissions. Heck yes! Indeed!
Just as I planned.
This fucking camera angle is so bad. The evidence suggests that the victim was killed by poison gas. The glass beaking furnace was used to melt the extracted sand into glass. Oh, we got levels! We got some levels! Time for the level up spree. Okay, so what? You're over 40. Get back in the fight. The officer encouraged the argument between cause burning. He has 12 temporary wounds. Visibility can only target allies who have enemies adjacent to them until the start of the enemy officer's next turn. All melee attacks by melee target deal additional damage equal to 1 multiplied by the number of enemies adjacent to target when this ability is used. If the target is under the effect of voice of command, they immediately make an attack of opportunity against the adjacent enemy, targeting the one with the lowest wounds. Tempting, but psycho powers. This psychic power can only target creatures suffering from warp burn or burning. If the target is an ally, this psychic power deals no damage to it. Everyone adjacent to the target suffers the effects of the ignite psychic. Ooh. Orchestrated flames. Target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attack that ally inflicts full burning damage on targets that attack, while they themselves now only suffer half burning damage. We're taking fire stuff. And no. What is this? Oh, okay. Funky. Soul manipulation. Redo that. Complete. Abelard. So what that would that put it to? Would if I did toughness, would this put this to 70 then? Or is it just really fucking weird in how it tells you what it's doing? It's just really fucking weird in how it tells you what it's doing, doesn't it? Isn't it? Let's just go toughness. Hi, Paul. Better to die for the Emperor. I was fucking doing my part. Ugh. Honestly, we'll do this. Because he is the only archetype, I'm pretty sure, of a warrior. Why doesn't it let me give more points? It's something built into Twitch. It's stupid. You can only give 2k points per stream for some reason. What are we at for that, actually? Hang on. 77%? Fucking hell. We're not even halfway through and basically done with it already. That's insane. Oh, okay. Here comes everyone putting their share in. What did that just boost us up to? We are now at 80%. I feel like one more stream and that'll be done. Okay, Abelard, done. Operative, soldier, officer, yes, okay. Key, you forget about a lot of things. Your memory is so... I wish I could help your memory be better. Ooh, maybe precise attack. Ooh. No, let's do joint analysis. Not tech use, because I technically have more tech use, so... Well, let's just do logic. Let's do logic. Logic! Completo! Now for Argenta. Yeah, let's do ballistic skill 55. Ministorum Priest maximum wounds are increased by +3. She's technically a Ministorum Priest? What? I suppose so if it's all Ministorum Priest stuff. What was that? What was that? It will not die. Oh! Someone remind me on Abelard's next level up, see if Abelard can get It Will Not Die. That would be very nice. For now, I think we will go with... Yeah, let's do strongest together. Stronger together, sorry. Words are difficulto. Officer. What did we do for myself? Right, I got another thing. Let's do get back in the fight. Navigator. Every even turn, navigating is an additional action point. Every odd turn, navigating is plus 20%. Fucking hell. Some of this is insane. All these sounds insane. Um. Let's do Veil of Protection. Boop. And that's everyone leveled. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I told you, Evie. They're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions? The voice of the man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft, heedless of everything but what is in front of him. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one had ever had before. She revealed the truth to me. And now I can reveal it to you if you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? The man finally realizes he is not alone and turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off it. We have guests? From the Von Valencia ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you don't have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. As the warden is speaking, a strange sensation draws your attention toward the ground, specifically an open pit in the loose dirt. This? Or... I'm not sure where exactly... I assume it's this. A single word spontaneously surfaces in your mind. Cradle. The pit itself does not appear to be of much interest, but at some point it housed something of great importance, something faint and familiar to you. The warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. It's this place. It holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words speaking of an ancient grave. One that was open, for it contained a priceless treasure, the most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. Such dreadful shades. Cassia recoils and covers her mouth. The colours of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colours are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there is only one truth, and it had been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked into a middle deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. I warn him, he has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. I'm here to quell a riot. Honestly, with this warning, yeah, I'm here to quell a riot. The warden raises his hand and the main people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth or become awash in blood. Damn it! Probably should have done a bit more speaking. Abelard, go. And then we'll put Cassia there, Argenta there. And then me and Adira can go here. Start the battle.
Let's get to it.
Get paid!
Death to the weak. Ah! I serve the ruinous powers.
Thank you for killing one of your own. That's quite nice of you. Let's do this. Enemies in this game are kind of stupid. I mean, to be fair, I'm on the basic difficulty. What the fuck? Let's do shift 2, give Abelard a turn. Shift 4 onto Casteglia. Smack! I am on like the base difficulty, so I'm not too surprised that things seem to be quite easy. Oh, hi. Oh, there's one there as well. And one there. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Bleeding. Bugger, that's a lot of them. I'm sorry, did he just kill his own leader? He did, didn't he? Wait, what the? Why? What? Go have fun of you. Oh. Thank you for the Lurkantaras, but go have fun with your restaurant. Have fun? You know what I mean. Go enjoy your restaurant. Go here. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yay! Dead guard. Hurrah! You have fun as well. Cassia can have that.
I'm not so sure.
Chaos guides
Not
me.
good, not good.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Almost choked on my own drink. Great.
This is unacceptable.
Yay! You died too! Or at the very least get a lot of damage done to you. Oh, hi. I didn't realize you were there. What does shift 2 do again?
As the Emperor
Might as well
commands,
do that.
I act.
There'd be no point not to.
Let's make some opportunities.
Abelard's next, so we honestly probably don't even need to worry about that one.
It's as good as done.
Get burned! Let's give Argenta another turn. Snipe this bitch! Hooray! Probably should have sniped this one, but oh well. And then we'll give back to Abelard. What does this do? Oh, we're just gonna... You know what? Let's give this to Argenta real quick.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
You get hit as well, thank you.
It will be done.
And then we're fine, relatively.
I'd rather not.
A condition hasn't been met. Brace for impact? Let's stare, and then let's do shift 2 on Argenta. No,
I'm not
can we do
accustomed
Abelard?
to being ordered around.
It seems like we can.
Indeed.
It does indeed seem like we can. Oh, okay, what is happening? He's back. Oh, I didn't realize there was an unholy lens here. Oh, okay. What do you mean, no line of sight? No, I fucking did it again. I did it again. I pressed space instead of fucking left clicking. No.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
What the fuck do you mean, no line of sight?
I won't compromise my principles.
How? There we go. Let's give this to Cassia real quick. Let's just break this. Or not break it, I guess. What? Did that miss completely? Really? Oh no. Oh, Cassia, yay. Break. Wow. Get back to Argenta. And that. And that. Scream. Bye bye. And then it's gonna spawn over here. Oh, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them. What?
No can do. Will do.
Shoot you. Shift 1. Shoot it again. Fire! Non-assault attack for that target, but we'll give one to that one, so we'll get it down a bit. Here, have that. Brace for impact. Okay. I did it again! I pressed space instead of left click. Oh no. Okay, let's just immediately give a turn to Aranea. Shift 1, Unholy Lens. Shift 2, give it to Cassia, no.
I
Amalud,
refuse.
no. Magenta, Idira, no. Okay, so everyone's got one of those. What is shift 4 again? Get back in the fight! Yep. Break it! Ow!
The whispers must be appeased.
Let's go over here and snipe this, please. Just break it. Hey, it's broken. Hurrah! Burn! Magenta.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Oh, not enough ammo? That's a first.
Follow my lead.
Smash!
One fewer target. I'm at your service.
There we go. Oh. Cutscene! Vane Winterscale. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible. But even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Vane Winterscale of Coronas. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited your Act 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colours in my home. Now, however, his colours are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume? Sacred child of House Orcelia. How disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet, Yvain looks away in shame. I find myself not at my best. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstance. Conserve your strength. Wounded. I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. He's either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. to you. And the warden, my friend, I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Assistance and escort. He nods, giving into oblivion. Looting time! There we go. What the hell are you? Noble sword. Ooh. What is this compared to his current one? Just outright better. Okay. Okay, that's just outright better. Good to know. What is this one? Precise las pistol. Worse still. Put that there. Click. And we got all this over here. We've also got some goods up here. Okay. Let's see if we can get up here. Can we? Oh, we can! Fucking hell, Cassia. You trying to throw yourself off of the bloody ledge? Examine! Your eye is drawn to the shards of the anomalous lens scattered around the broken device. At first you are uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Fyodor von Valencius' desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you're looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. Adira bites a lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing in our study was, it was made from the same material as this junk. What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Adira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time, is strangely knowing. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she'd fought it, put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is. No. 14 is making me skip over the on and come on now. Why? Honestly, I think it kind of is I think it's doing the same to me. Though I'm not entirely sure why it's doing it. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. Perception test succeeded. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Fyodor's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. There is enough venom in Adira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves with us can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble trying to make sense of anything when you just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Fyodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset, you just gave up on her and moved on. Honestly, number 3. A gentle, fiery gaze instantly bores into you. She coldly bites out. The deeds of the rogue trader's predecessor speak more loudly than any words I could utter. What is this? Your skin crawls as you approach this place. However, there does not seem to be anything worth noting. The mutilated man does not stir, bound in shackles. The plaque near his head reads, "Most Holy Prophet and Optimate Artisan." Oh, it's that one. The crippled man. The crippled man's appearance is ghastly, and yet it is evident that he was cared for after his mutilation. Is there anything else here for us? Goods, technically. Just a pistol. Yeah, it seems like that's it. To the main level. Now we wait for everyone to catch up. Aha! Take your time, why not? And then we head back and back and back and back. Because why not? You know, I was expecting there to be more. I'll be entirely honest. I was legitimately expecting there to be more. Hi, Matt. They call me Warm Hammer 40k because I ate 40 kilos of warm ham. What? Huh? Your ladyship? The rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. She anxiously pitches forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He's safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest on my ship, so ready the shuttle. There's visible relief on the pilot's face. Clicking her heels together, she cheerfully barks out. Consider it done, your ladyship. Thank you for the good news. And we just head back to the ship. I am fighting sleep deprivation. I believe chat is having their fun, but I personally am fighting the fuck out of some sleep deprivation right now. Boxmaster Vigdis! Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors on the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change designed rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. Abelard. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a weary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitated calculations or some other sensible explanation. I'm beseeching you not to take it after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Adira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned local legends. A door, so I'm sure a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that. So our resident ghost decided up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servers and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants and omniscience, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated, or by manifestations of the machine spirits will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and the High Factotum Janus, Dinoarch would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. truthfully, I think I should probably end stream here. We've done stuff. I wish I could do more. But I am actively fighting the urge to lean back in my chair and pass out, I'll be honest. I'll check. I'm not gonna have that conversation with the bugger. Sorry that you got here right as I was probably as I'm ending up, Matt. Ending up? What? Wrapping up. Words are difficult though. Sorry about that. But I've been awake for, I mean, at least 24 hours at this point. Probably closer to 28, maybe. A while. I've been awake a while, longer than I should have been. So real quick, let's go here. On the plus side, I've only got to be awake for for stream ending, yeah. Fair enough. Oh. I mean, I've been tempted to start streaming earlier, so. File. Chapter 1. After suppressing prison riot. It's like 9:30 a.m. That's my one. Whoa, okay. Woo, that was a stretch and a half. That's my one, like, sadness with the time that I've picked for starting my stream. Everyone seems to be either super early or super late, so I kind of can't really change it. I think I have 2 viewers who are actually who are actually in the UK and have my time zone. And one of them's key. I don't know who the other one is, but I'm pretty sure it's at least one of them. Save. But then there's like everyone else is like either in the Philippines or in what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Southeast Asia. There you go. I don't know if Philippines is in Southeast Asia, but like Philippines, Southeast Asia, or on the literal opposite end of the spectrum in America and stuff. It's so annoying. But you know what? Fuck it. Paka, no! Paka, no! What? Oh. Okay. Oh no. Thank you both for the raid. This is gonna end up a raid train though, because we're about to end. I wish I could, but it is legitimately not even a matter of just playing more. I am basically passing out Paka and Els. I have been awake for what time is it currently? I've been awake for at least 24 hours. I have not slept. I should go sleep. Coming back, raid. Oh, Paka, you're trying to kill me. No. I'll have you know that I would very much like to not be awake for 48 fucking hours. But welcome, Raiders! I'm sorry for the unfortunate timing, but I'm Fuyohoshi. If you don't know me, I'm Fuyohoshi, a variety streamer who is very insomniac and tries to never play the same game 2 streams in a row. Before we raid out, though, how was the gambling? How was the gambling? Woo! Thank you for the follow, Al. Sorry that I'm not. I wish I could be a bit more enthusiastic. Hang on, let me put music on. I wish I could be a bit more enthusiastic, but my brain is kind of dying. It is just a tad dying from lack of sleep. You would a lot, and look at your mod sort. What is that? Mod Banda? What is that? Holy buggering! You've got a lot of badges, Packer. How many? You've got a lot. What is that? What is that? Why am I laughing this hard at that? What the fuck? Bye, Ali! Hey! Lime, I don't understand why you don't understand the fact that my sense of humor is broken beyond all repair. First off, by Ali, no need to apologize. Second off, sorry that you're getting here as we're finishing up. Third, I hope the date was fun. Fourth, I hope your day in general has been fun. Okay, am I forgetting anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. Why are you two? What the hell is the window? Oh no! What is with these jokes? What is with these jokes? Why are people making puns of my name? Huh? Where's this come from? Wow! Everyone died. I looked away. I did my own stream, and then everyone that I was following decided to die. Who should we raid? Anyone got any suggestions? Because no one on my end's really up at the moment. But once again, thank you for the... Lime, I can't raid myself. But once again though, even though it's turning into a raid train, thank you for the raid, Al and Packer. I hope you two had fun with gambling. And also, make sure to go get food and drink and whatnot after this, please. Is Owl streaming? Oh yeah, they are. Oh, they're doing. Yeah. Fuck it. We go Owl. No. They just started. Then let's go scare them. Let's go scare them with an instant raid then. Oop. Okay, raid's going. It should be going. If Twitch will hurry the fuck up. There we go. There we go. Look at that. This is gonna be my biggest raid ever. From the simple fact that it's a raid, that it's gonna be a raid train, I'm slightly depressed at that, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Make sure to grab the raid message if you are here. I will fight you in the car park. If you don't make me. I like you lot. Don't make me have to fight you. And I will see, and for my viewers, but once again, I can't fucking think. For my viewers, I will see you all again next week. I promise. I'm a bit fudged right now. My brain's not doing the regular. And again, Pickle and Al. Pickle? No, Packer. Once again, Packer and Al. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the double raid. And I know I'm forgetting something. I wish I wasn't, but I know I'm forgetting something. Anyway, I will see you all again next week. Bye bye, my starlights. Mwah.